Underdogs is the best VR mech game out there. This game is all about fighting your way through a cyberpunk dystopia with the help of the 5-ton metal monster, the Gorilla. This game has two main modes, campaign and multiplayer, but I don't feel like getting screamed at by children, so I'll just focus on the campaign. Said campaign plays out like a roguelike. Start with nothing, fight your way through, get new shit, go until you die or you beat the game. And I'll be playing on max difficulty, cause mama didn't raise no bitch. The game begins and we are introduced to the two brothers, Rig and King. Rig being the main character that we play as, and his brother, King, who is currently being mentally assaulted by a rogue AI that wants him dead, called Big Sis. To save our brother from syphilis, we need to compete in underground mech fighting in order to work our way up and make it into the city of New Bracca. We start here, at this shithole called the Kill Box, and our first fight is right now. The core of this game is the mech you pilot, the Gorilla. Like a gorilla, you gotta use your arms to move. Press grip to plant your hand down, then pull and throw yourself around. Think of games like Gorn. There are two main ways to dish out damage, these hands and your face. If you want to do damage, you gotta put some weight behind it. Swing wide and hard to do the most damage possible. There are also other weapons like nail guns, saws, or blades that I don't care about. Violence has never surpassed blunt force trauma. With the face, just ram them. There are also plenty of ways to customize your mech too, such as arms, weapons, add-ons, and quirks. To get these items, we have choices we can make the day before each fight. This can include purchasing new gear, fixing up damage to the mech, buying advantages for upcoming fights, or gambling and losing.
Oh fuck. Heads or tails? Alright, I'll play your game. I got a coin right here. Let's see. Real life coin. Let's see what you got. Tails. Alright. Come on. Oh wait, no, that's heads. Fuck.
But I quickly found out I never needed all of this, and derived possibly the most dipshit build of putting all power and damage into only my right arm. I call this shit the Fiddler Crab. Now that the fight is over, we choose our reward and move on to the next day. Rinse and repeat 5 more times till the boss. The atmosphere of this game is immaculate. The game has a stylized, almost comic-like aesthetic that is prevalent in all of the non-combat sections of this game, which are all just 2D drawings. You'd think most of this game being literally 2D would take away from the experience, but no. Even the little things like the world building and the way the characters talk is great, and by our 10th hour or so in this game, you'll start calling everybody you meet Brada. Oftentimes, music in VR games isn't anything to write home about, but here, it's so good I just have to bring it up. The music always fits, whether it be loud or energetic while in the arena, or slower and quieter while hustling out in the streets between fight nights. I'm literally listening to the soundtrack as I'm editing this video. I genuinely don't think this game would be as good as it is if it wasn't for the music. When you're squaring off against the first boss and Off the Chain is playing in the background, you just can't help but feel like your dick is being tickled. After turning the first boss into Heinz tomato ketchup, we are confronted by a man after the fight. His name is Jay, and he has a deal for us. Fight in his arena for 5 more days, defeat his champion, and he'll get us a backdoor run into New Bracca. We're in the big leagues now. With a new chapter comes new opportunities, more fancy weapons to ignore, and more dangerous bots to face off against. I probably should have mentioned the enemies earlier in the video, but better late than never. These enemies can include the roaches, which are just a nuisance, roaches but red, still a nuisance but slightly tanky, bomb bots, just annoying, just slap them out of the way, junk dogs, probably the most fun to fight but can be a bit of an issue in large numbers, jungle hounds, junk dogs but tankier, alpha dogs, the most satisfying enemy to headshot but can be dangerous as they can grab on and damage your hand. Jacks, the most dangerous non-boss enemy. Headshots will stun and stop them. Dozers. Despite being the biggest non-boss enemy you'll face, they're kind of pushovers. After a few more days of scrapping bots and killing more dogs than the ATF, we finally reach the second boss. All that stands in our way into New Bracca. And I can't say the battle was very climatic because it was mostly just 2 minutes of bitch slapping her like a cat. Praying mantis, huh? When I'm through with you, you'll be praying for real. Another kill, another chain. All that's left is the backdoor run, and it's welcome to New Bracca. The back door is the last chapter of the game and sees us ascending through the New Bracca Flusher, fighting our way up through hordes of enemies with little chance to rest. And you're only allowed a few rest stops where you can fix up your mech for, exorbitant prices. But after enough blood, sweat, and fistings, there was just one last thing standing in our way. The Wardens. The 3 Wardens guarding the gates to New Bracca. Each got a good amount of health, and destroying one will cause another to take its head like a Hydra. Really? But as all others to cross my path, they too fell to the tried and true method of bitch slapping. Fuck you. With the Wardens defeated, we were in. Now freed from Big Sis's attacks, King dives deep into his own mind to find out why Big Sis was so determined to kill him. And he found nothing strange or revealing, and the brothers lived happily ever after inside New Braca. The end.